A woman woke up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, only to discover that outside her window it was as bright as day. Curious, she pulled open the curtains and saw a dazzling burst of light erupting on the distant horizon. Though surprised, the woman simply chalked it up to one of Iceland's common and bizarre weather phenomena, giving it no further thought. However, when she got up the next morning, a series of strange events began to unfold. As the woman and her boyfriend entered the hotel restaurant, they found it completely deserted. Not only were there no other guests, but the staff were nowhere to be seen. The couple figured the restaurant must be closed for the day and decided to head out to find something to eat. But when they stepped outside, they discovered that the streets were also utterly empty. At first, the man speculated that it might be some kind of holiday, which would explain why people weren't out and about yet. But as they walked further and further, they realized that every street and every store was completely abandoned, and even the usually bustling town square was dead silent. Growing increasingly alarmed, the couple hurried into a supermarket, only to find it similarly devoid of people. It seemed that all the shops in the city center were open for business as usual, yet there wasn't a soul to be found inside. Exhausted and at a loss, the two wandered into a bar. The man rushed over to the TV, thinking that surely the news would have some information about what was going on. But aside from reruns, none of the news channels were broadcasting. Now, in a complete panic, the couple fled the bar and returned to their lodgings, where they tried every means possible to contact the outside world. But whether they called home or emailed friends, they received no response. These eerie circumstances were totally beyond their comprehension. The man, scared out of his wits, grabbed the woman and made a beeline for the airport. But unsurprisingly, the airport was just as deserted, leaving them with no way to leave. It seemed that overnight, every person in the world besides the two of them had vanished without a trace. But no matter what, survival had to be their top priority. The couple quickly headed to the supermarket and loaded up 3 shopping carts with food and supplies. Since their small car couldn't fit everything, the man simply hopped into a luxury SUV parked on the street. After all, with only the two of them left in the world, they could take whatever they pleased. Their original hotel didn't have sufficient refrigeration, so they decided to move into a lavish mansion in an upscale neighborhood. At first, the woman felt a bit uneasy, thinking such actions were unethical. But when she realized she could buy clothes without even looking at price tags and have her pick of designer brands, she fully embraced this carefree existence. Over the next few days, the couple visited every store in the city. The woman gained access to an endless supply of luxury cosmetics, while the man donned designer suits he previously wouldn't have dared to even price out. In between their frenzied shopping sprees, the two explored various scenic spots around the island, napping wherever they pleased as if it were their own private garden. Yet lurking beneath the surface of this seemingly idyllic lifestyle was an enormous threat. One day, while out in the countryside, they stumbled upon the mysterious figure of an old man.